Hey, I just want to do a quick fetish video about specifically. I do have fetishes that I've never done or experienced, but I think about it. There's a spit fetish, food fetish, trample fetish, fart fetish, the fantasy of being gagged by a chick, mouth gag, and then um, um, I think they name them trample, food, spit, tickle. Yeah, tickle torture. I want to be tickled by a chick too. There's tickle torture. There's a lot of fetishes. I mean, there's some people are in the amputee, some people are in the midgets. There's smoking fetish. There's foot fetish. There's a million zillion fetishes that can be people get people aroused. But I'm going to specifically speak on behalf of one in particular called fart fetish. Now, hear me out, guys. You don't have to agree or disagree. I mean, you could be neutral or whatever or agree. Just my vantage points, just my views on this. Um, so when we're talking about like, okay, most people in society or the majority of people um, frown upon the fart fetish because they view it as being dirty, nasty, gross, something that's abnormal, that's taboo. Well, you know what? If you take a look in Asia and places in Asia, it's pretty common there. I mean, it's called water sports. You get your gold showers, your brown showers. I mean, it's scat. It's called scat, you know? And for the sake of things, I mean, I realize that there's queening, there's HOM, hand over mouth fetish, there's neck play, there's breath play. There's so many doggone fetishes in the world. Bukus of fetishes. Now, hear me out. Now, going back to the fart fetish, okay, it's related to the food because um, this is my outlook about it. Well, if you take a average to above average looking female, and because I love moles, I love especially beauty marks, and I find that to be highly sexy on the body, especially on the stomach, the tits, the neck, the back, the fingers, the butt, near the pussy, on the legs, on the toes, even on the head. I don't care where it's at. I mean, as long as it's not right under the nose. I mean, as long as they're not warts. I mean, as long as they're not cancerous and they stick out, that's nasty. I don't like the ones that I like the flat moles. I think those are just so hot, and even freckles can be cute. Now, I find that to be attractive and very sexy and hot on a female. Now, they're scattered in different places on the body, which interestingly enough in Asia I saw a thing like 5 or 6 years ago about the meaning behind where the moles are placed on a female that has some significant meaning to it. It's deep and detailed and esoteric. I don't know about it. I can't tell you. I'm not an expert in it. But it's like astrology, you know, and the stars in the sky, you know. I mean, God, I believe in God, and I believe God put those things there because it is nature, and nature can be beautiful. Okay, so moving forward, moving ahead. Now, when you take the fart fetish, I um, incorporate the moles to the fart fetish. Why? I don't know, because there's something about the perky titties, the moles, the beauty marks, and the fantasizing about the butt and the smell, the aroma, the fragrance, the scent, the odor, the smell. There's something that arouses me about that. Now, I know we all have pheromones and people have pheromones. We're all animals. Um, we all have animal instincts because human beings are like animals, and animals in the wild can mark their territory sexually by scent and smell. Like, take cats, for example. So we as human beings base things on smell because we have the six senses, and the smell plays a big part in making love and shit like that. I've never really officially made out before, kissed and made out with a female, which is kind of it's disappointing, and anyways. So when I think about fart fetish, I wonder what the especially the better she looks. I wouldn't mind a female to put her butt in my face because I think it would be a turn on and it would be sexy. And if you take in the smell and she takes care of herself, she's hot, she's good looking. I don't think there's anything wrong about that. I think if anything, it's a turn on and it would make someone horny. I mean, I would get horny behind it. As a matter of fact, if especially if she had moles and beauty marks, it would heighten my feeling of being turned on. and it would increase my arousal. Now that's just me. I could speculate. I could, even though I've never experienced or done it, I could say that with confidence. It for sure would. And now if she was hot enough, I probably would let her take a dump on my chest or wherever. I don't care. I'd let her spit on me because I would let her even. I know it sounds nasty, but throw up because when I was a lot younger, I mean a lot younger, I used to get turned on by watching pictures of females throwing up, and even food in their mouth would turn me on. I'd let a girl spit her food all over me. It just stuff like that turns me on. I have a mouth fetish, a butt fetish, because it's just, to me, that stuff turns me on. I know it's kind of messy and gross and whatever. I mean, I have a food fetish. It's related to the food fetish, and that's good, bleeds into this food fetish, and then the spit fetish, and then we have the fart fetish. Then it goes on and on and on. I'm not into the vampire fetish. I know there's some people that have blood fetish. No, I'm not into that. There's people out there that are in vampire stuff. Not me. There's something called mummification. I'm not into that either. There's a billion zillion fetish different things. In psychology they have a book about it, but I just wanted to talk about, because I've never done this before. I've never really talked in depth about the fart fetish and fantasizing what the aroma, what the fragrance, what the scent, what the smell, what the odor would be, because I realize that a lot of it has to do with a person's diet. But on the other hand, it's like Icelandic saying, a person's fart is measured, or a person's fart is, or the smell or the aroma is as good as the person looks, or something along those lines. I can't think of it verbatim or quote unquote. I saw the saying and I thought it was a really cool saying, and it was right on point. It made sense to me. I could relate to it. Hopefully one day I could experience a few of my fetishes before I die. I know they have different places you can go, but it costs a ton of money to go to those places for like dominatrixes and stuff like that. But I'm not trying to do that. So anyway, I know it's a mouthful. I said a lot and shared a lot. This is like an X-rated video, and for adults only, by the way, because it is talking about sexual things and porn and related things, stuff that turns people on, which is a touchy subject for a lot of people, or a lot of people are ashamed or too embarrassed to talk about what I'm talking about. But I'm not. I'll let loose. I'll say what I feel, because I feel like I have a lot of like validity and a lot of merit in what I say, and a lot of accuracy, and I'm pretty on point and on top of things. Even though I'm not socially out there and I'm not savvy when it comes to being social, I'm just like, I don't really have people I could kick it with or hang out with. I can't. It's not like I call someone and say, hey, let's go to a movie, and depend on people for that. It's been like that way my whole life. Yeah, but it is what it is. I keep sing that old tune, but what can you do? But yeah, I think about the fetishes are real, and I'm not really as big into my asphyxiation, autoerotic asphyxiation, like I used to be. I don't do it. I don't play with it anymore, monkey around with it like I used to. But I was hardcore with it for like 22, 24 years maybe. But I don't monkey around, like I said, with that anymore. But being degraded, humiliated was one of my latest fetishes. Being poked fun at, called a loser by hot chicks, and getting my jollies off of that turned me on. Like porn, humiliation, deprivation, or degradation, that kind of thing. But now I'm over that. I'm past that. And some people like delayed. There's a lot of different venues about it. There's so much. There's money, teasing people about money, and there's a lot of different things that turn people on, different stuff. I could go on and write a novel about it, but I don't know all the answers, but I know a lot of stuff. But thanks once again for watching. I know it's a long video about my fetishes, and there's a lot more about my fetishes, but I gave you kind of like the front cover of it. I didn't really go, I did go into some detail, but there's a lot more to it. It's like it's just physical features that you put two and two together. Like, it's all interrelated, intertwined, like the moles, the fart fetish. It's all, in a way, a chick looks and a female looks. It's all kind of related. It's related, though. It's like, it's all one, like a form. Like, it's like your fingers, you got your muscles, you got your veins, you got your blood vessels, everything, what makes this whole finger right here. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with the fetishes. Everything makes the complete whole, and it's sort of spiritual too. But I'm not Not saying I am. I don't attend church or synagogue like I used to, which maybe I should. I mean, a lot of it. I think there is a lot of value in religion and a higher power, you know. And there's a site called neardeath.com, and it talks about even spirituality, above or being out of body experience and sexual and intercourse, and how it's all spiritual. And even in Judaism, I was raised Jewish. They say that the woman's more spiritual than the man. I mean, after all, the woman's the one that brings kids into the world. So if you think about it, everybody's different. Like no two strains of grass is the same. No two fingerprints are the same. So everybody has different, unique challenges and differences and battles that they have to take on. Um, you know, and it applies to everybody. You know, basically everyone has their own set of challenges and different things. You know, and some people have it easier than others. Some people seem like they have it luckier than others, but the grass is always greener on the other side. And what one person has, another person might not have, or what one person doesn't have, another person might have. Sort of is what I'm getting at. So you can't really compare me to the next person, or me to John, or him to Joe, or you to Vanessa, or her to them, or them to them. You can't do that because everybody's so unique, raised different in different cultures, upbringing, and hereditally speaking, and genetically, everybody's designed and programmed different. That's just the way it is. But anyways, thanks for watching. I know this is a long video, but I just wanted to get all this off my chest, and thanks for hanging in there with me. And if you have questions, comments, leave them below, or concerns or whatever, just leave them, drop them below. I know this is kind of a touchy subject, but I wonder about what a hot chick's breath smells like all the time. I'm curious, and it kind of teases me and depresses me because I don't really know, and I want to find out. I want to take in that beautiful essence of the opposite sex of a female, and because I think it'd help my health out. I think it'd make me probably live longer, make me happy more mentally, and I don't know. Okay, well, take care and see you again soon.